Steve has a question. If you had a budget of $3,000 a month, what would you recommend for channels? Steve, are you doing any marketing right now, or are you just starting out with your marketing? And how big is the area that you're trying to target?
Yeah, I have been doing marketing. I've been in business about 3 years. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. I've been doing radio for 3 years. I'm on 3 or 4 stations. It was really good for a while. And I would say the last year it has tapered off. So I'm evaluating. I'm going through this exact process. You know, where do I shift some dollars? I've been in that 3 to 4K a month. Most of that going to radio. I've done some postcards, although for me, just time consuming and feels like it's expensive. I've done text blast. That's been okay. I've done some search engine optimization. And so I'm kind of, pushing the reset button going, okay, I'm better at inbound marketing. And so I'm aware of that. So I'm leaning in that direction.
And what
but I'm
market are you in, Steve?
I'm in the New Hampshire market, north of Boston.
Okay.
So smaller market, tier 2 market, secondary market, a lot of competition, not a lot of inventory. Prices have gone through the roof, probably like a lot of places around the country.
Right.
And I'm just looking to reassess, if I've got 3K a month, where do I allocate it?
One thing I would say, based on the data that we've looked at for other real estate investors using REsimpli, is especially the investors that are doing consistent deals, is they have some part of their budget is going towards direct mail. It may or may not be their primary marketing channel, but they're doing some direct mail in their mix. Now, not all of them may be doing cold calling, not all of them may be doing SMS, PPC, but at least what we noticed, vast majority of them, if not all of them, are doing some direct mail. Some might be using it as their primary marketing channel. Some might be using it to a specific niche list that they have. So I would definitely keep some budget allocated towards direct mail. You might have a specific list, a target list that you may want to go after, like a very stacked list based on, different multiple pain points like probate, pre-foreclosure, whatever that might be. But I would keep some money, maybe like, 20 to 30% allocated towards your direct mail. So that would be your outbound. If you haven't tried PPC, I would give that a shot just to try out PPC. If you have a VA on your team, who's a little bit tech savvy, they don't need to be like super tech savvy, but just someone who's a little bit tech savvy, we've actually put together a course where you can run your own PPC. I used to do it on my own, but then it just got a little bit busy. It's not super, super complicated, but you need someone who's a little bit tech savvy and who has that, inclination to kind of, figure things out. And then you can just take that course, give that course to your VA, and they can do that. Yeah, I mean, then if you're doing radio or TV, that would take, big chunk of that 3,000 to 4,000 out of your budget. So mixing between direct mail and then PPC, your SEO and, your other marketing channel would be like more, SEO would definitely be long-term. Adam, did you have anything to add to that?
I just got one quick question about direct mail, because I do need to bring on another channel and we're leaning between PPC and direct mail. And I actually had a consultation with the guy, Dan, that you had on here a couple of weeks ago with Ballpoint. And one of his reps basically was saying, yeah, man, we recommend a 6-month drip with the same data being hit month to month. And I crunched the numbers and I was like 20K basically. And he said 1% follow through rate, right? So out of 3,000 deals, I guess 30 deals would come. Can you speak to what KPIs you're seeing and how you're, specifically with the direct mail, what does your strategy look like? Are you super focused on the data? For example, like only doing probate, only doing foreclosure? It just didn't make a ton of sense what that guy was saying. And
Sure. Yeah, I'll share, but let me just address. I thought you had something to add to Adam, but yeah, just give me a couple of minutes. Yeah. So yeah, Steve, I would definitely look into direct mail as like maybe allocate 20-30%. And then, just look at the list that you're targeting. And then if you're not doing Google AdWords PPC, I would at least give it a shot. The cool thing with Google AdWords PPC is like, you don't need like a 6 months commitment to it. You could just try it out for a month or two and see the quality of leads, and then you can just get more and more targeted with that. And then is your exit wholesale?
It's primarily flipped. We primarily flip our properties, although I do wholesale 1 or 2 a year, but I usually flip them.
Okay, so similar to, then I would start looking into like MLS and other wholesalers. We picked up properties from MLS, and that's something we're actively looking to buy properties from MLS. So I would definitely look at MLS and also buying from other wholesalers, especially if you're flipping. And then again, look into like pay per lead, need to sell my house fast, or the link that I put in, copy and put it again. There's some really good pay per lead that John mentioned in the call. So need to sell my house fast is okay. It's better than the other. Fast home offers, based on my experience and talking to other investors, is not the most effective. Again, the great thing with PPC, fast home offers, or any of these need to sell my house fast, or these pay per leads, is you can try it for a month or two and just really assess the quality of the lead. And then, this is not like direct mail or cold calling where you're like, okay, I'm going to just go in 6 months, commit to 6 months, because, each month it's building on top of the previous one. So it's not like that. These are like inbound marketing. So very specific to that lead. You can shut it off, turn it back on. So that's what I would try. And if you're having success with some SEO, you're doing some brand building and stuff, you could test out like YouTube ads. And then anybody that's coming to your website through SEO, put Pixel on Facebook, Pixel on your website, and then, track them, follow them on Facebook and other marketing channels. That's very low cost, but it can be effective because, we're talking about if, your ROI on those tracking campaigns, retargeting campaigns would be very, very high, because you're going to be making about 30, 40, 50,000 on each flip, so that's something I would try.